it's not just this car which is so relaxing, it is also this place and its ambience. BMW has changed their game on the whole. The retail next concept makes this place so cozy. It's almost like a luxurious house with cars as artifacts. And this one of Dashi Motorin is the only one of this setup at Bangalore Jayanagar. Okay, now let's just get back to the review.
Hey YouTube, welcome to a new video. I'm Philip Jacob and you're watching Metal Beings. On today's video, we have the all-new BMW 5 Series and this one is a long wheelbase. BMW is bringing the 5 Series in its long wheelbase and BMW is not playing. They have come up with the longest wheelbase in this segment. So right now, while checking out on the exterior characteristics of the car, you have very bold design over here, sharp curves, you have the BMW logo. This kidney grille has adaptive air dampening over here. So if you are going in a high speed, it can close and increase your aerodynamics. And at the same time, at dark, they glow. And while checking out on the bumpers, you have the avents inside, you have the 360-degree camera setup, you have the sensors incorporated into them. And as per aerodynamics, again, you have a air dam over here, which reduces the turbulence inside the wheel arches in high speed. You have the adaptive LEDs, which work amazing at night. While checking out the side profile of the car, the first thing we notice are these 18-inch wheels. So people have reviewed and told that they look very small for the car, but these are specifically for the Indian roads. You have a 225/55 R18 wheels. So basically the tires are much more fatter. As you know, in Indian roads, you don't have good roads over here much, right? So the first part of suspension is basically your tires. So they absorb a lot of shock. And this car, while riding in Indian roads, is really comfortable. And while coming back, you have the M badging on the front quarter panels. You have this beautiful rear view mirror, which also has a two-tone look into it with the indicators incorporated into them. And you have the door handles, which also have the easy entry and access out over here. You have the outlinings for the windows. And as you come back, you have the 5 Series badging out at the back. So while checking out at the rear, you have the 530Li badging, Li which means a long wheelbase and a petrol engine. You have the BMW logo in the middle, sleek looking tail lamps and a very aggressively designed bumpers with the diffusers incorporated into them. And you have a boot which is electronically operated. You have a very deep space and also few hooks for your practicality part. And when you open this, you also have a space saver tire inside with few places to keep in your luggage. You can remove them completely and put this plank down and increase your boot space too. So while checking out on the engine, we have a 2-liter 4-cylinder petrol engine which produces 258 bhp and 400 Newton meters of torque. It can do a 0 to 100 in 6.5 seconds and also give you a mileage of 15.67 kilometers per liter. The engine is also mildly hybrid, so in certain places you get the push from the motor, and at the same time this is linked to a 8-speed transmission system which gives you a smooth ride on the whole. So right now we are seated inside the BMW 5 Series and what a place this is. It just feels so luxurious. This car has grown up a lot, I should say. So let's go through the interior characteristics of this car. So the first thing we notice is this beautiful steering wheel. You have this M Sport steering wheel over here, the car being an M Sport variant. You have the M badging down below, the flat bottom steering wheel. And these are really chunky steering, you know. It is really fun to hold this and driving is really amazing in this car. You also have convenience. You have the controls for the cruise control and your media out over in the right. And if you want to take over the driving, you have the manual driving by using the paddle shifters, the left for the downshift and the right for the upshift. You have further controls of the headlights on the left and for the windshield wipers on the right. And you have a beautiful touchscreen. So it is really huge. So this complete portion is a touch screen and also you have a digital screen for yourself. It gives a very good look. It almost resembles the 7 Series, I should say. And while checking out on the dashboard, where are the AC vents? Like, you can't find them, right? So they are embedded over here and in these small gaps. To control that flow, all you need to do is just control this switch out over here and you can control the flow of your air conditioning system. Looks really great, you know, like it's really plush and there's nothing, no disturbance of the vents or things like that. Really looks good. And you have this huge strip of the LED bar, so they also change colors depending upon the ambient lighting you choose on, or for the emergency things like that, they can be controlled. And while coming down, you have a wireless charging pad, you have cup holders with 2 C-port charging points over here, and lot of crystals for your media and for your drive control. You have auto hold, parking assistant, everything as such loaded into this car. And while coming down on the handrest, you further go down, there is a small space with a 12-volt charging point out over there with a light lit up for this space. The seats are really plush. I have these bolster support on either sides to hug me. And the leather, these are perforated man-made leather. So yes, they are vegan. They are also ventilated seats. So depending upon your climatic conditions, you can have the heating or cooling and have a very comfortable ride. And as for the driving position, I have a very comfortable position out over here. I can rest my hand on top or either down. I have this handrest out over here. All the controls or the display, BMW being BMW, just don't want to leave out the driver. So the screen is tilted towards me. I can reach out each and every controls from my driving position itself. So I am given that importance of being the driver of this car. And while checking out on the steering wheel position also, it just gives me a very good look outside the car. And as I mentioned before, this chunky steering wheel really feels great. It's a really wonderful place to be. So right now we are seated at the rear seat of the BMW 5 Series. This being a long wheelbase, my god, what amount of space is there over here. It's very roomy. I have a beautiful panoramic sunroof. I have these windows out over here which is way below, and I can have a good view outside the car. And as per comfort, I can stretch my legs all the way to the front. Nobody will buy a 5 Series to have 5 people, so a fifth person can't be seated in the middle over here. If I push down this handrest, I have beautiful armrest on either sides. There is a space down below over here. I have a wireless charging pad, and also if I push this up, I have 2 cup holders. And as per comfort, I have air conditioning. This is 4-zone, so I can have heating over here and the person over here can have cooling, and same thing goes to the front also. It is really comfortable. On long drives, if you want to enjoy the ride, you have the Bowers and Wilkins music system. It has that glow to the speakers. It really looks amazing with the grille on top of it. It's just a wonderful place to be in. If you want a little bit more entertainment, BMW offers you accessories. You have C-port charging point out over here wherein you can put in your tablet and have your entertainment on the go. You also have some practical space out over here. That's about the back seat. Another interesting fact over here is that you have a camera out over here through which you can take pictures and video of people inside the car. So BMW says you can have moments being captured through this camera out over here. So that's it from me guys on the BMW 530Li MSport. I hope you liked the review. Please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in another video with another car. Until then, goodbye.